Hi everybody, Flash Crow here from Old Man Gaming Down Under. Welcome to another day of Medieval Dynasty. Well, we're on our way to Sambor's. Well, we're not, we're standing here, but we will be. So, I'm shooting off now, and I reckon we'll probably come across some boar because it's boar country. So, I'll come back to you if anything exciting happens. Or we might find something, who knows. I'll see you then. Well, I've just seen some boar in front and another boar was running over there. So, I've got my bow out. Might head over this way a bit. I don't want... Ooh. Yeah, there's a few of them around. But I heard something then. Oh well, this guy's getting too close. Oh, no. No, hang on, mate. Oh, what? Hang on. Thank you. Some bad shooting again. Where'd you gone? Don't tell me. What? Well, that's not particularly fair. What? Pigs are possessed. Yeah, don't make me jump like that either. I think there was another arrow over here. Weird things indeed. Right. Well, I know there was another one around somewhere, but let's continue along our merry way. We're only 150 meters away from Sambor. That's a bit weird. That's one of the weirder things I've seen happen with an animal when I've killed it. Well, looks like we're pretty clear up ahead, so let's go talk to Grumpy Pants. Here he is. I better put my bow away, who knows. G'day, mate. Oh, there he is. Right. Looking as handsome as ever. Hey, Sambor. I think you're lost, boy. Sorry, I didn't mean to wait a second. Look me in the eye. And stop shivering, for crying out loud. Huh? Black and blue? You're Jordan's family, aren't you? Yes, my name's Racimir. You must be Sambor then. And how do you know that? I was talking with Unighost. He told me that you were a part of the reminders as well. Part of the what now? The pack. The one with Unighost and Jordan. I've never heard of this idiotic name in my life. Oh, sorry. Maybe I made a mistake. We were called the Undying Fist. Oh my, that's so much worse. No, now that's a whole lot better name. You're damn right it is. That's because I came up with it. Everyone loved it. No idea why Unighost lied to you like that. I'm sure he was just jealous about your creativity. Ha! Of course. No, sorry. No, there's a comma. He was. And not only about that. Anyway, oh no. Anyway, I'd love to hear some stories about my uncle and the pack's adventures altogether. That's an amazing coincidence. Hang on, I've changed his voice. Because I would love to spend time telling the old tales of my, by the crackling fire. I don't think he will. Oh my, really? No. Leave my property and forget where it is. Ah, come on. It'll only take a moment of a moment, really. Just tell me, what was my uncle like? How did you become part of the Undying Fist? And what did you do exactly as the pack? You don't know what we did. Unigos didn't get to that part yet. Shh. All right. But be quiet and try to be less annoying. Where should I begin? Right. It all started when Jordan left his home. He was 18 at the time. If I remember correctly, that clever bastard was always too big of a fish for his birthplace, and he knew that. Left as soon as he could. But cleverness at such a young age always means two things: being arrogant and hot-headed. His plan was to set out on a big adventure. That's it. Pretty detailed, huh? A path like that is paved with skeletons of young idiots. But none of them was Jordan. Either way, he was wandering for days. Days soon turned into weeks, and his rations into dust. He was useless as a hunter, back then at least, so berries and mushrooms was all he could get. So obviously, he needed some coins. He came across a manor with orchards so vast they seemed like an ocean. Jordan managed to find some work there. A week of back-breaking labour had passed. His hands were covered in blisters, skin red from scorching sun, knees pulsating from pain. I must say, you're really an amazing storyteller. I wasn't expecting that. Shut up. You want me to finish? Where was I? Right. He was exhausted from all the strenuous work he's done. Went to the lord of the manor with a smile on his face to collect the payment. His stomach was already full with fantasies of all the delicious treats he was dreaming of buying. Then, all of that was ruined by the hand of the Lord, holding a couple of lousy coins. Jordan was furious. That was merely a fraction of the pay he was supposed to acquire. He started shouting at the Lord, demanding justice. Peasants were just flies to the Lord. Disgusting, replaceable insects. And what do you do with a fly which buzzes too loudly? Both of the Lord's palms struck Jordan's ears with the strength of an ox. Jordan fell to the ground stunned, and the Lord's guard threw him out of the manor like garbage, stealing that few pathetic coins while doing so. If I may add, it wasn't until evening when Jordan regained his hearing, and with it came a fervent thought of revenge. Your uncle was quite a capable fighter, when I met him 10 years later. But he wasn't back then. He knew the guards would massacre him if he only came close. So he needed to find another way to fulfill his revenge. Jordan was always ambitious, but that hatred fueled him like nothing before. And what happened? What came later was me becoming bored of this conversation. Go away. No way. You can't leave me like this. I can do whatever I want. Scram. I have things to do. What things? I'll do them no. What things? I'll do them for you. I'll do anything you want. Just please tell me the whole story. Damn, you're annoying. No, I'm not. See? What an annoying thing to say. Okay. You can help me. Seems I won't get rid of you any other way. Just say what needs to be done. You won't regret it. Here. Grab this shovel. It's a piece of crap, but it will do. There are clay deposits behind my house. Go there and dig up some clay for me. Clay? That's your pressing need? You have a pottery addiction or something? First of all, I don't need to explain myself to you, child. Secondly, it's for medical purposes. And that's the answer that will fully satisfy you. Got it? Whatever you say. Well, dig up clay deposits. 2 at 5 clay. Okay, mate. I'll be back to hear the end of your riveting story. I'll just nick some of your deer out the back here, okay? That's what I'm more interested in for later. But, shovel. Or spade, or whatever it's called, even. Shovel. I thought it's a shovel, isn't it? A wooden shovel. Yeah. I've already got it selected in 3. So let's just get this up first. Yep, and then we'll take that deer. And we'll take that deer. Yeah, very good. Do we want more clay? Let's get it anyway. Now, if I remember rightly, there's quite a few over here. And some wine bottles. And some sticks. Now, I don't know if you can sell these or anything, but not sure if they're worth anything. I don't think they are, but I'll check. Right, I'm not going to mess around with any more clay, even if there is some. Let me just check my inventory. And oh yeah, they sell for 30 each and I've got 18. But I probably won't. Oh, there's more. 19, 20. I thought there was 21. I thought there was, but I could be mistaken. Just having a quick scan, so I'll probably miss them anyway, even if they were there. Let's go back. It's getting dark. Where's he gone? Is he in here? Look, I'm going to light a fire, while I talk to you. if that's all right. Here you have it. Yeah, all the clay you wanted. Will you finish the story now? All right. So, as I've already said, Jordan wasn't much of a fighter back then. He didn't have any money nor connections, but he had one thing, an unusual ability. You see, from an early age, Jordan was an exceptionally good liar. No sweaty palms, no voice cracks, no tells really. Calm, steady breaths, eye contact held all the way. I'm not going to be able to talk like this much longer. He eventually managed to handle any kind of pressure, even in the craziest of situations. But it wasn't that at first. He felt no pressure lying, no stress at all. It was as natural for him as breathing. He had absolutely no remorse. That's very interesting and all, but what happened with the Lord? I swear, you little brat, interrupt me one more time, and you will meet my wrath. Relax, big guy, I'm all ears. He came up with a plan so immensely moronic and unrealistic that it's really hard to believe that it worked so perfectly. At first, he convinced the nearby town's tailor to sew him a whole set of clothes, worthy of the most wealthy nobleman. The finest of fabrics, silken threads, you name it, horrendously expensive. So how did he manage to afford it? You may ask. It's simple. He didn't pay for it. So he stole it. I said no such thing. Jordan wasn't a thief. Not in the traditional meaning of the word, at least. Apart from that, did I finish the damn story? Ahem. While wearing his new clothes, he travelled to the castle of the king of that realm and entered it. Okay. Now I know that you're making this all up. That's simply impossible. Ha. You're absolutely right. It is. It's mad to even consider trying to pull that off. But Jordan, he just walked straight in. I don't blame you for doubting me. Damn, I would have been first to doubt a thing like that if I didn't see him doing it hundreds of times later with my own eyes. Anyway, he walked right into the castle, and once he was there, he followed through with his plan, which was bedding his wife. Whose wife? The king's. The king's wife? I don't know what that means. So, the Queen. Indeed. So let me get this straight. The plan was to get into the castle and lay with the Queen. Exactly that. You were right. This is the most absurdly idiotic plan I've ever heard of. I told you. No, sorry. I told you. But it worked like a charm. I still don't get it. What worked? What has he accomplished by that? After the lovemaking, he dressed up, deliberately leaving his undergarments on the bedside. He told the Queen he'll be right back with some refreshments. Then, he went to one of the king's guards and told him that he saw the Queen with a company of a strange man sneaking into one of the chambers. The guard rushed in and witnessed the Queen naked in bed with a man's clothes right next to her. As a loyal servant, the guard reported on the matter directly to the king himself, who, as you can probably imagine, became furious to say the least. He couldn't really punish his wife. That would be bad for his reputation. But he could pursue her lover. Unfortunately for him, at this point, Jordan was long gone from the castle, riding a beautiful bay mare he borrowed from the stables into the sunset. I still don't get it. You see, the king didn't catch the filthy seducer, but it didn't mean he couldn't track him down and find him. To do so, the only track he could follow was the one thing that Jordan left behind, except his undergarments and a pleasurable memory of the Queen. His name, not his real name, of course. The name he used when introducing himself to the Queen was the Lord of the Orchards. Precisely. Now you get it. That's incredible. The Lord's head must have left the company of his body pretty promptly. He didn't get killed. That wouldn't be in Jordan's style. The Queen begged for his life to be spared, so the king threw him in the dungeon, where he spent all the days he had left. Jordan was amazing, all that with just the power of his wits and speech, which is better than what I'm doing at the moment. He surely showed the Lord that he shouldn't have wronged him. Don't get the wrong idea about his reason. Jordan didn't get through all of that just because of what the Lord did to him. You see, the Lord was a cruel, merciless brute. He mistreated all of his subjects, killed for fun, raped for sport. People used to call him Laundryman, because one of his habits was wearing his underpants on, because one of his habits was drowning his bastards in the lake right after birth, like unwanted kittens. Jordan needed to stop him, and he did. But that's not the end of the story. After the Lord's capture, someone had to take his place. He didn't have any rightful successors, but then, with just an uncannily perfect timing, came a distant cousin of the Lord's, a charming young man with two different eyes. You have to be kidding me. He easily acquired all possessions of his sentenced relative, but Jordan didn't want any of that. Not for himself, so he took only 3 bags of coins from the treasury and left everything else in the hands of the peasants. They were elated. He still probably worshipped there, I can tell you that. Oh, and one more thing. Why 3 bags, you might ask? No, not really. That's easy. One for the tailor, another one for the stableman he took the horse from, and the last one for himself. With the exact amount of coins he was rightfully supposed to earn for his work at the orchard. I told you, Jordan wasn't a thief. And that was it. He mounted his beautiful mare and left the realm, continuing his adventures. At least that's the story he used to tell us. So nothing of that may be true at all. But that's just how it was with Jordan. I can't believe that you're talking about my uncle. My mother used to portray him as a simple merchant, successful, but normal, mortal. Yeah. I was wondering if he actually was mortal many times. Well, now we know. But wait. You didn't tell me what was the purpose of the Undying Fist. I thought it would be obvious now. On that day, Jordan's mission was born. He knew that the spoiled, rotten elites like that were scattered all around the world, draining life and dignity from the hard-working, simple folk, and that he was capable of stopping them, to some extent at least. But that's exactly what he started doing, overthrowing corrupted lords and giving back to the community. He sounds like a hero, a true hero. Well, it wasn't like, yeah, I guess you could say that. So how did you join the pack? Jordan was working solo until he met Unigost. That rat's agile fingers could work where Jordan's tongue didn't, and then they needed someone with the other talents they were lacking, like strength, manliness, bravery, independence, gallantry, integrity. Right, I think I get the picture. So they recruited the best there was. I was between jobs at the time, so I gave them a chance. And finally, the pack started to really make a difference. But I don't like to brag. Oh yes, I noticed. Humble to the bone. Thank you for noticing. People at my level don't need to boast about our skills. Just like the sun doesn't need to prove it's bright. Anyhow, I've already spoken more words to you than I did in the last 5 years to anybody. So it's time for you to go. Preferably don't come back, ever. It was a great pleasure and a true... Yeah, I don't care. Leave now. And in return for giving away my location, deliver this delicious meal to Unigost. It's his favourite. A knuckle sandwich. You don't want me to hit him in the face? Did I stutter? No, sir. Of course, sir. I'm on my way, sir. That was a lot of talking, and I'm pretty sure I won't be able to talk tomorrow. Delivered the knuckle sandwich to Unigost. I think it's pretty late. Dare I look? It's 2:47 on day 3 of winter. Right, well, let's run along this path quickly. Let's see if we can find anything. I think there's a thingamajiggy here. We might be able to pick up some stuff at least. Make our trip a bit more worthwhile. Ooh, there's another thingamajiggy cart with a few goodies. Cabbage? No. The other way. Is that it? Looks like it. Okay. I'll see you there. Well, here we are, back at home. Well, that was quite a long conversation I had with him. So, I won't want to keep you any longer. Not a lot happened in the video, apart from a bit of storytelling. But I'm off to bed. So, it's, good night, John boy. See ya.